I'm going to do a video to tell you what kind of problems I've been having with my cc3d board and open pilot. Now it's my eachine Racer 250, and what's been going on is the very first time I hooked it up, because someone told me, or I read somewhere, can't remember, that when when it's descending and it gets into the shaking, that there was different software that would take that away. So anyways, I got it, and of course, you know, the problems I had before, and got through that and flew it at Saturday at my dad's, and it was great. I had a blast with it. Then I brought it home, and that's when everything went south. I hooked it up to the open pilot, and this is my first time, by the way, and it would not hook up. Actually, it did hook up. The first time it did hook up, and I got halfway through my setup and it quit and didn't save nothing or whatever, but then it wouldn't even turn on, and I was in a mess. And every time you plug it in, it would just come up and not hook. So you can see when I do this, I get nothing. See, I got no link. I've got nothing. My horizon's not moving. My little quad here, and I'm in flight data right now. But now watch. If I take and disconnect this and plug in my flight battery over here onto my board, let that board boot up, and I think it's booted there now. It's stopped flashing. So then I'll plug it in to the computer and hit connect. Now I'll hit connect, and you can see I'm all green, and it's hooked up. My horizon's changing, everything's changing. And now if I disconnect, and unhook the flight battery and unhook this, and now, so I'm still plugged into the cc3d board, and I plug in back into the computer, and I go connect. I got nothing. No horizon, no quadcopter. And then I go like this again, and plug my flight battery in, let it boot up till the lights quit flashing. So it's booted. Now plug it in. Now connect. So I'm connected, and look it. I got my horizon and everything. So when this all happens, if you go to your firmware, and I'll unhook everything here. I'll just get out. Sorry, I just watch what happens here. Now I'll undo my flight battery, which is done. Disconnect the board from the computer, which I'm disconnected. Now unhook. I'll just leave that for a bit so everything shuts down. I don't know how long the cc3d board is supposed to run, but I'll plug it back in now. Give it a bit till that light quits flashing, and connect. And no link, no nothing. So now if I go upgrade, I'm just going to try this to show you, because this is the warning that I kept getting. It'll time out, and it's just timing out here right now. then what it's going to come up and say is manually upgrade using uploader plugin. Now I don't know where that is. I tried to find it. I can't find it. So this is the kind of issues that I've been having all along. And see, now it's timed out. And it says timed out, waiting for the board. You have to manually upgrade is what that said there with the uploader program. But anyways, that's the problem I'm having. Now, if I go down back to flight data and unplug, disconnect, make sure it's not hooked up, but I just hit the disconnect anyways. Unplug that. Now, give that a bit. Plug the flight that in. Let it boot up. Okay, and it's booted. So I plug into there, and it automatically hooks up, and look it, everything works. So this was what was killing me, was the manually upgrade using upload plugin, but I couldn't find that. I did a bunch of research on that. That's when I found out about most of them said rescue your board. So what I did was I hit that, and once it went into that, after erase an upgrade or upgrade, it would let you rescue. You had to rescue it, reload it, then flash it, and then I could get in. Now that's how I had to do it every time I went in when I've been playing with this, and to get it set up so I could at least fly it. But now if I do it this way, I can get into it every time, and I come across this purely by fluke, because there was a point in there when I unplugged it. I don't know if it was setting the radio up or what it was, but you had to plug in your flight battery and stuff, and that's when I realized I had the connection down at the bottom and stuff, and as soon as I unplugged it the one time, I lost everything. So then I thought, well, okay, and then I couldn't get back in, so then I've just been doing this with the flight battery, and it works every time. So I'm hoping that this helps somebody out with this problem. I'm sure that there's other people. I hope it's not me, or maybe my board's bad, or maybe it is my computer. I've tried it on the one upstairs on my desktop computer with Windows 7. This is XP, and Windows 7, I had the same problem, so I could not. It would do the exact same thing as I'm showing you here right now, so that's why I was kind of more leaning towards the cc3d board being faulty, or I ruined it or doing something when it went off and wouldn't hook back up, and I had nothing, like it wouldn't turn on. It was basically just dead. And that's when the hair pulling and the head scratching started. But anyways, this is what I found, and I hope this helps somebody, because I sure wish I could have found a video like this Sunday to get me through this problem. So have a great day, and I hope it helps out. Bye.